So Ed Boon tweeted this today: let's play Truth or Troll and see how well the MK community knows what's really going to be in Mortal Kombat 1. So with that, we can assume that some of them are true, some of them are false, but knowing Ed Boon, it might all be trolls. So I answered all of them earlier today. I think I should have kept it for this video, but I didn't think I was going to make a video about this. I know every MK content creator and their mother are going to talk about this, but you know, let's take this new mic for a test run, shall we? I like trying new shiny things. I just have to, you know. So the first thing he said is there will be a new color ninja introduced in MK1. Now I voted truth, but now that I think about it, it's probably more of a troll than anything else. I doubt there will be new characters in MK1, at least characters that are playable, right? So it's possible there will be a new color ninja, but they might not be playable, they might be just part of the story, right? Because we've seen NRS do this a lot. So I'm actually going to go for troll for this one. Next one is Shujinko will be one of the cameo fighters. So I voted truth for this, but thinking about it, maybe it's a troll, maybe he's actually part of the main roster. I think it would make sense. And if he is main roster, and I'm correct, I'm going to main him. And I'm going to stick with that promise. But it's way more probable that he's a cameo fighter. I know Shujinko was like the quote-unquote main character for Conquest mode. I don't know how popular he was because it was a long time ago and, you know, social media wasn't that big of a thing back then. But I could see it happening either way, whether he's on the base roster or as a cameo fighter. Now on to number 3, Ed Boon said Animalities are returning in MK1. I wrote a troll, but I think it might be truth because we got friendships in MK11. I think Babalities were in MK9. So they might be bringing Animalities back. I think Mortal Kombat really needs to go back to its goofy era because it's when it was at its best, you know. That's where you really feel the nostalgia, when it's goofy, when it doesn't take itself too seriously. And the gore is fine and all, but I think there needs to be a balance. We need to see those stupid neck-stretching fatalities, Babalities, Animalities, bring them on. The goofier, the better. Even the toasty pop-up, it was cool, you know? So yeah, I'm going to change my vote and put truth for Animalities. Now for the fourth one, Ed Boon says Lou Ferringo will be making an appearance in Mortal Kombat 1. Now if you don't know, Lou Ferringo played the original The Hulk, and he was a bodybuilder like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all of these dudes. Now Jean-Claude Van Damme being Johnny, or Skin for Johnny, I'm sorry, makes a lot of sense. So who could Lou be skin for? Now the only one that kind of makes sense in my head would be Shao Kahn, you know, because he's big and he's buff. Or he might actually be a skin for Goro, because we know Goro is a cameo. So if it is true, which I think it's kind of a troll, but it would be really funny to see Lou as a skin for Goro. Maybe like a green one. On to number 5, Ed Boon says Meat is one of stronger cameo fighters. So note here, he didn't say Meat is a cameo fighter. He says Meat is one of the stronger cameo fighters. So this could potentially, you know, confirm Meat as a cameo fighter, which would be hilarious. I think that is something that is very, very probable. And today I voted troll, but I'm actually sleep deprived right now, so I think this could be true actually. So I would change my vote to truth. Number 6, Ed Boon said cameo fighters will have brutalities. They were shown to have fatalities, but I think them having brutalities makes a lot of sense. Like Kano's laser could have a brutality attached to it if you kill an opponent with it, or Sonya's leg grab and all of those things. I think brutalities will have another big factor of nostalgia for this game because it seems they're really, really leaning heavily into nostalgia. So I voted truth, and it seems that a ton of people did as well. It's one of the most skewed ones, so yeah. Voting truth. Now for number 7, he said MK1 story mode will have a post-credit scene. I think this would be true. I don't remember exactly, but I think Mortal Kombat 11 had one, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be very wrong as well. But yeah, this one isn't too interesting personally. So let's move on to number 8. Puzzle Combat will be returning at MK1. Puzzle Combat was in one of the 3D era games of Mortal Kombat. I remember vividly playing it. It was really, it was something alright. Just like Motor Combat, which was really cool. Chess Combat, for some reason, a lot of people didn't like it, but I personally really loved playing that mode. But yeah, there was a lot of really funny random game modes in the 3D era games. And I think this is definitely a troll though, because Rufelmonger, he's a big content creator in fighting games, and he said that Stephanie Brownback, 16-bit, personally told him that there won't be any of those types of modes in Mortal Kombat 1. So this is a definite troll that we can confirm. Number 9. Ed Boon said there are no four-legged fighters in MK1. Now he specifically said fighters, so it could be main roster and a cameo. So either it's true, right? And Motaro is not part of this roster, whether as a main fighter or a cameo, or it's a complete troll. I honestly think that having Motaro as a fighter is very, very far-fetched, because it would look maybe super clunky in a 2D fighting game. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think he has a high chance of actually being a cameo. I voted truth here, but I think I'm going to change my answer to troll. Now on to the last question. MK11 will feature the return of Test Your Sight. Now if you don't remember, these were sort of mini-game towers. They were in MKX, they were not in MK11, and they were in the earlier games as well. Like MK9 had Test Your Sight, I believe, and MKX had Test Your Might. I think this is going to return alongside Test Your Might as well. I really like those modes. It's not that they're like, you know, innovative and amazing. It's just that, one, it's nostalgic, two, it's fun in a stupid way, you know? I don't know, I just love these modes, and I really, really hope they're included in MK1. So as I'm posting this video, or as I'm recording this rather, I don't see Ed Boon answering any of these, so we still don't know the answers. I'm really curious to see if he's going to answer it, but I think it's just something Ed Boon is doing because he's seen the community, you know, up in arms, because there hasn't been a lot of info or new info since the gameplay reveal trailer and that big weekend. So I think he's just trying to get some community engagement going, but who knows. I'm really actually looking forward to reading your answers, so let me know in the comments down below what you think is a troll and what you think is a true. So as always, everyone, have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.